I can't think of a clever joke. This is just still real good. Alien Earth, episode 4. There's a few things going on in here that I like. First of all, overall pace of the show, I still really, really like. We deal very little with the aliens in this one. Like, we establish them. We've got some interesting stuff that happens with a chest burster, although I guess technically it's just a lung burster in this case. Towards the very end of the episode, we get some stuff with the eye, whatever it is. That thing is unsettling as hell, man. But it's mostly character stuff. It's mostly stuff with the hybrids, the Lost Boys, and I'm really digging this. This was an episode that felt like in many ways it was about people trying to be in control or believing that they were in control or realizing that they're not in control. There was just a lot of overall sense of that. We're seeing Morrow and the way that he is manipulating and controlling slightly, or Arush, I think that was the name. I hope I got that right. But, Morrow's manipulating this kid and threatening him and using this leverage to control him, and like in a way that is kind of working, but then the instant he's not getting quite what he wanted, direct leverage of the family. And then we have the one that's working with Kirsch. Isaac is what he's now going by. And he seems to be the one who seems to be in the biggest rush to sort of fill an adult role. Like, he's been learning all the biology and all this other stuff so that he can be as helpful as possible. And seeing him, really run with that and be energized by it, that's a very different feeling from Nibs, the girl who has decided that she believes she's pregnant. Now, whether or not she truly knows she isn't and is just playing a game she's very committed to, or whether she is believing it for whatever reason she feels it's necessary for her to believe that, it's hard to tell at this point. But that scene, especially between her and sort of their main handler in that little therapy session, that was great. Like, especially the moment when she lunged at this other woman, and you could see the terror in that woman's eyes. And that was the moment where I thought in my head, like, you people thought that because they were kids, you would have an easier time controlling them. You do not understand children at all. Like, I'm sure they, on a book smart academic level, understand kids. I don't think a single one of these people has ever actually been a parent, because they should have seen a lot of that kind of thing coming. And I don't want to oversell it. They've obviously had some degree of planning, because, like she says, we need a lockdown. We've had a situation, level 3, whatever thing. So, like, there was like some on paper, like, okay, if something like this happens, we'll prepare for that. But she's obviously also gotten relaxed around them. And while they may have had a plan on paper, she seemed very unprepared for that situation and that encounter. And the thing is, what was really great about it is Nibs is not behaving that much unlike just a kid. And I like how all of the kids they have very distinct personalities and very distinct sort of degrees to which they are handling everything that is going on around and with them. It's really fascinating. And then, of course, talking about control and leverage, the scene between the brother and, I guess I'll just call him the CEO's right hand, because I can't remember his actual name right now. Again, bad with names. Just the pacing of that scene with the brother being like, she's a person, you can't keep her here. And the guy very simply going, she's not human. We can. And you are our employee. And if you quit, we will remove you immediately and you will never see her again. And also, you will be off contract and won't be able to work off that lung. Not that that's a great thing in and of itself, because the guy mentions a lifetime contract to pay it off. he was already looking forward to getting off of his contract. He was already trying to get out of it early. So he's now screwed regardless. Like, his best case scenario is the lifetime contract that he has to work off is him helping them maintain some degree of control over his sister. Like, wow. Yeah. That was a nice reminder of how dystopian corporate systems are. Although we still have someone be like, yeah, there used to be countries and nations, but that didn't work, and the companies fix it. And I'm sure that's how they tell it. I am sure that is how they tell that story. But we're getting some really sharp reminders of the reality of corporate rule. And also, I'm continuing to really like the portrayal of the boy genius CEO. The fact that he's, there's this thing going on with Wendy where she's kind of hearing that this hypersonic sort of thing. We're not sure why she's the only one hearing it, but she's hearing it. It's connected to the aliens, to the xenomorph in specific. And, he's all about latching onto that. And he's all about the aliens right now because, as much as he thinks himself above all this, he's kind of a kid himself. And he has a new shiny thing. And so he is ignoring his previous best new toy, which was the hybrids, because now he has a newer, shinier toy. It's doing a real good job. I'm really loving the characterization choices for these characters, and I love how this is panning out. And again, the overall pace of this thing is so good. I'm really, really enjoying it. And there's just this tension, I guess, with the chest burster at the end, with Wendy reaching out to pet it, and it behaves in a way we have literally never seen a xenomorph of any phase behave. And you have to wonder, is it because there is actually some kind of connection between them? And if so, what is it and why? Or is it just because this thing doesn't know what to do because she's not organic and it doesn't currently see her as a threat? I don't know, but I am intrigued. I am intrigued to hell and back. Yeah. I don't have a ton to say about this one. It's just good. It's just good. There are so many points of tension between Morrow and now Nibs, and like the sense that like she's unstable in a way that is quite likely going to become a problem, and Kirsch, who obviously knows that Arush is in contact with Morrow but isn't doing anything, which means that at the moment he's giving off a little bit David from Prometheus vibes in that, like, he has a mission and a cause and a thing he's supposed to do, but also maybe he also has his own notions and his own ideas that he doesn't feel like sharing with the people who technically own him. So like that's intriguing. And then of course we have all the alien creatures, so there's a lot of tension around that. I am really worried for the brother right now because he seems like the obvious choice for Arush to pick for the person to infect, and show an egg to. But we'll see. We'll see who that ends up being. And also, like, again, just the depiction of the kids, the mix of reactions upon realizing, like, wait, she gets a brother. We don't get to see our families. Some of them being angry and, one of them being like, yeah, that's right. And then another being like, okay, everybody calm down. And then, Arush is still angry, but the one who was a little bit like, yeah, it was kind of like, oh, okay, because he's very much a follower. And again, the distinctions and the differences and the personality variance between these kids, while at the same time they still feel enough like kids, not completely like kids, because there's enough other stuff going on with them that they don't need to. This just feels good. Alien Earth Episode 4, what'd you think about it? Whatever your thoughts are, drop something down in the comments. Let's talk about it. Patreon pays the bills. Enables me to do this as my living. Even if you can't help me out that way, like, share, subscribe. Those all help. Don't worry too much about it, though. We take a relaxed attitude around here, so just come on back next time you need a break. Ah, feels good to watch a good thing. And now to thank my highest supporting patrons. Robin Moore, Jared Boyce, Zubin Fulla, Auntie Kate 808, Mira G, Angry Casperl, Dave Hall, Movie Turtle, Oliver B, Sean Miller, Welsh Wrestling Geeks, Melissa Pedersen, Mary Mello, Becky Sparks, Loki Eris, Tracy Scrabbit, Pal Barabajoggle, and Sir Didymus is my favorite. Don't worry, the rats are all fine, but my rat wrangler is not here right now, and I thought we could have Archie say hi. Or not.